I feel like my vote matters.
It does.
For the first time in more than 20 years, Terrence Flowers is casting his vote in an election.
It's an amazing feeling being able to vote. It's one of those things that you don't really realize how important it is till you don't have it.
Flowers didn't have that right for 10 years. He was recently released from prison. He says he's finally off paper and is eligible to vote. Off paper is just a non-traditional way of saying off probation. According to Georgia state law, once a convicted felon is no longer serving a sentence, off probation and parole, and has paid all fees, they are considered off paper, which restores their voting rights.
It's hard as a black man when you clean as a whistle with no charges, no felonies, but it is 10 times harder when you have a record. So just being off probation and starting the process to get my rights back, it really means a lot to me.
This right here is your official registration form right now.
Tonza Thomas is a part of the Columbus organization Ground Game that's helping people register to vote.
Voter suppression all over again. And second chances should not be included in voter suppression.
She says there's usually some confusion whether felons can vote when they're released from prison.
The Department of Corrections, when they are releasing folk, they don't give them a simple piece of paper to say, this is the remainder of your time and this is how much you have to pay in restitution and fees.
Those fees can include fines, court costs, and probation or parole fees that are attached to convictions.
If our black men knew that they could register and vote, we would take on Georgia and we would take it over.
Thomas says that could start with Flowers. He says the day he makes it to the polls will be a proud day for him and his family, especially his mother, Joanne Oliver. She says her son always knew how vital it was to vote, but his rights were stripped away after she did what she thought was best for him.
I took my child down to the police station and turned him in. And when they put the handcuffs on him, I about lost it.
She says he was charged with drug possession and murder, and she turned him in so police wouldn't hurt him when they found him.
I was just hoping and praying that his journey, whatever he had to do, would eventually soak in, and praise God it has. I'm so proud of him.
Oliver says voting has always been important to her, so she made sure she passed that along to her family.
And once my children became of age, I told them the importance of voting. But like he said, he made his own obstacles, but praise be to God, that is all straightened out now. So it's going to be a rejoicing thing for us to go and cast that vote.
She says it's because of his decisions why he's here today. He now owns a gym and a video production business.
I'm in such a better place mentally, physically. 47, I don't look too bad for old man.
Flowers says he hopes his story helps convicted felons learn that one day their voices can be heard.
If we're paying tax dollars, putting something into the system and being productive and providing jobs, we definitely should be able to vote out here in any election.
To learn more about Georgia's voting rights for felons, go to the Georgia Justice Project website. That's gjp.org.